Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for June 2020. Let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you. This is the love reading for the sign of Aries for the month of June. The first card you have, Aries, is the Eight of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June 2020. The Hangman. Love reading for the sign of Aries for the month of June. Queen of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. The High Priestess. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. Knight of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. The Emperor. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. Queen of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. Knight of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aries for June. And the Four of Coins. What's the most important thing the sign of Aries needs to hear about their love life for the month of June 2020? The message that you have, Aries, is the Six of Coins. So the Six of Coins does represent give and take. This is getting what you deserve, the relationship that you deserve, especially with some of the things that I see here. Especially the first card, you may feel like you're not, like your partner is just not giving you what you want. So we'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. If you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeltheguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you have going on here. I mean, the very first row, it's, kind of telling me probably what you're going through as you're coming into the month. Your energy is here as the Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female. Some of you could have had a relationship that recently ended. We start with the Eight of Cups, which is the goodbye card. Somebody has recently left a relationship, or someone is thinking of leaving a relationship, especially with the Hangman here. Since this is with you, the Hangman is right next to your energy. Some of you might be thinking of leaving a relationship. Again, this would tie in with the Six of Coins. You may think like your partner or your spouse is just not giving you the love, the respect, the affection that you deserve. Again, I feel some of you could be thinking maybe of moving on. I feel like some of you, you feel emotion like you deserve better. But, I mean, we have the Knight of Cups in the center of the reading. So this is your relationship continuing to move forward. I feel like part of you wants to move on. Maybe you think that it's best. Some of you may feel like you deserve better than you're getting now. But deep down, I feel like you want this relationship to continue to move forward. You have the High Priestess telling you that you already know the answer. There are plenty of signs telling you whether you should stay or go. Now, if this is about an ex and they have already left, I still see movement here. We are going to do the X spread next. And then when we do this spread, after I pull another 3 cards in the confirmation deck, I'm going to zoom in on the person that you love using this deck to see how they connect to all of this. Again, I feel like, there's still movement around this relationship for the sign of Aries. Either, you've broken up, or there's, you're kind of in limbo. Maybe you're somewhere kind of you're between together and broken up. Maybe you don't know. The Hangman, it's like your relationship is kind of hanging in the balance here. We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is in need for someone to really take control. Maybe there's a decision that needs to be made. This is creating perhaps stability in a relationship where maybe there's a lot of kind of coming and going. We have the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can also be you if you have a moon or rising and an air sign. Now, if your partner is not an air sign, you don't have any air in your chart, the Queen of Swords probably means that there's a lot of thinking going on, especially because we have the Knight of Swords right next to it. This is a mind. This is thinking. The Knight of Swords, with the Queen of Swords, yeah, because the Knight of Swords is things changing very quickly, but you've got some really stubborn energy here with the Four of Coins, like somebody is holding back from you. Yeah, it could be if you're dealing with a relationship or marriage where it's just, it's stuck, you're in limbo, you don't really know where you stand with this person. Someone is deliberately holding back from you. They're being stubborn, refusing maybe to see your point of view. But you do have the Knight of Swords, which means that things could change very unexpectedly if somebody changes their mind. Let's get a few more so we can get the rest of the story. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? You've got the Ace of Wands. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? Five of Wands. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? Wow, and the King of Swords. You definitely have strong air sign energy here. You have the King of Swords here, but you also have the Queen of Swords here. You have the couple. You have the couple. So if you are partnered with an air sign, I mean, this is the energy again, the king and his queen. This is two people who are very similar, two people who belong together. Again, if your partner or your ex is not an air sign, this could be that there's a lot of thinking going on. Even for those of you where you have zero communication with this person, there's a lot of thinking going on. As far as these three cards, I mean, this says it all, and this is right next to you. The Ace of Wands, which makes me think that, again, this is what I told you in the first row here, that it could be actually up to you whether there's going to be a new beginning or not. This is a clean slate, a new beginning in your relationship, maybe giving someone a second chance, perhaps this air sign that has come up now 2 times. Or you could be doing a lot of thinking, because some of you, I mean, this is the main energy. You may feel like, I'm not getting what I deserve from this relationship. I deserve better. You may have someone who's just not wanting to commit. You may have caught this person cheating. I mean, I feel like you could be conflicted. If you let this person go, let's just start here. If you broke up with this person, you might find yourself really struggling in the month of June. Like, do I want them back? Because there's still movement in the center of the reading. If they broke up with you, this is them struggling. This is them feeling conflicted as far as coming back to you. Because I still see movement here, but someone is holding back. Someone's being really stubborn maybe and breaking the ice and communicating with you. Someone's being stubborn. Okay, so let's get a few more from the confirmation deck, and then we're going to zoom in and see what's going on with your person. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? So we have the King of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? 9 of Wands. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for June? Wow. The King of Swords. So we have the King of Swords 2 times, and the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So, let me see. We've got King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. For those of you who are single, I mean, if you're absolutely single, even if you're not sure if you're going to be single, there could be an air sign that's very significant to you. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Again, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Air sign. Again, if there is no air sign in your chart, your ex's chart, your partner, there is a whole lot of thinking going on as far as your relationship in the month of June, because someone is feeling like very, very protective. We've got the 9 of Wands. Someone's very paranoid. Maybe you're paranoid that you're going to be hurt again, very protective of yourself. Also, we've got the King of Cups. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Again, if there is no water in your chart or theirs, this is being in a very emotional place, which that could definitely be because you start with the 8 of Cups. Okay, so now let's use this deck right here. We're going to take a really close look at the person that you love. And we're going to do the same thing with the X spread. Show me the person that Aries loves. 5 of Cups. Show me the person that Aries loves. 7 of Swords. Show me the person that Aries loves. 9 of Cups. Show me the person that Aries loves. Justice. Show me the person that Aries loves. 7 of Pentacles. Show me the person that Aries loves. 3 of Cups. Show me the person that Aries loves. 6 of Cups. So 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups. I mean, this could definitely be your person here, even if they're not a water sign. They're in a very emotional place. If you think this person broke up with me, well, they're still in an emotional place. We got the 5 of Cups, which means that this person is definitely feeling very emotional right now. This represents sadness and tears, perhaps regrets, especially with the 7 of Swords right next to it, because the 7 of Swords does represent someone who's totally in denial. Yeah, I mean, this person could have walked away from you and now kind of be rethinking the whole thing, because the 5 of Cups, that is regrets. That's kind of mourning the loss of a relationship. Again, this is someone who is their own worst enemy. And this is the energy of the person that you love. Whether this is your current partner, your spouse, your ex, this is the person that you love. And this person just wants to be happy. You may not think that. You may think that they purposely sabotage your relationship. And maybe in a way that they, maybe they did. Because I do see this person as either, I mean, it's a general reading, but this is the card of someone who's very sneaky. So if there was cheating, it could be that this person just like, oops, I got caught. but they are kind of regretting their actions. Yeah, like I said, we have justice here. So I feel like no matter what happened in your relationship, especially if they ended it, like they know that they have done you wrong, especially with the Five of Cups and justice. Like they want to apologize. I mean, you have the King of Swords 2 times here and the Queen of Swords, and now this card representing them. They are definitely doing a lot of thinking, and they could be trying to figure out maybe what to say. I feel like they're putting everything together in their head as far as like, you know, what happened, what do they want. They are conflicted here. I mean, Six of Cups, they're definitely thinking about the past, whether this is an ex or your current partner. Maybe they're thinking about your past together. But you also have the Three of Cups, which means that they're also really kind of focusing on the good times. Like they're, you know, kind of maybe reminiscing about your relationship. I mean, this is like the energy of like someone who really kind of messed up. Maybe they weren't thinking. I mean, with the Seven of Swords, you aren't thinking. You're totally in denial and you are your own worst enemy. There is sadness here, but there's also regrets. Like they just want to be happy, and I feel like they know with the Justice card, they know that they have done you wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X card. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at your ex, and stay tuned for the end of the reading. I am going to pull a few letters for you from this bag, which could spell perhaps someone's name, someone's initials, words. We're going to do that after the spread. Okay, what's going on between Aries and their ex, June 2020? Wow, I'm speechless. You had, was it the King of Swords 2 times in the first spread and the Queen of Swords? Now we're starting with the Queen of Swords. Aries and their ex for June 2020. Eight of Swords. Aries and their ex for the month of June. The Magician. Aries and their ex for the month of June. King of Pentacles. Aries and their ex for the month of June. King of Wands. So you are right in the center of the reading. Aries and their ex for the month of June. The Fool. Aries and their ex for the month of June. Knight of Wands. Aries and their ex for the month of June. The Emperor. Which I think came also, yeah, I think we did have this card in the first spread. Aries and their ex for the month of June. And Seven of Cups. Okay, so being pretty straightforward here. You are right in the center of the reading. I see you here with an earth sign. This time, I know we had the King of Cups in the first spread. With the King of Swords and 2 Queen of Swords, I believe. So this would be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising and an earth sign. So I see you here with another person. I mean, sometimes people show up as, you know, King of Pentacles or Queen if it's someone that, especially with this card in the reading. So if your ex is not an earth sign, you're thinking, okay, this is not for me. It still is. The King of Pentacles and the Queen, they come up when someone is very emotionally scattered and someone that needs to be grounded. So this is your ex in some way. You are here. And there is a new beginning. You've got the Fool. So this is a major arcana of new beginnings. This is telling you that if you want your ex back, that opportunity is there in the month of June, but this is saying like do so at your own risk. I see this person, I mean, you've got the Eight of Swords here and Seven of Cups here. I mean, I definitely see this person as like very confused and like in a very emotional place, which is probably why we had the King of Cups in the first spread. You know, and this, I mean, there has to be a message here with this Queen of Swords. I mean, if your ex is an air sign, then this is definitely speaking to you. But even if they're not an air sign, this means that there's a lot of thinking going on. Maybe perhaps too much thinking, too much analyzing, to where maybe your ex, you know, as far as a new beginning between you, they don't know how to make this happen. The Eight of Swords are stuck in their head. Fear is holding this person back. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting this Magician. We're going to take a really close look at your ex with this deck right here in a minute, but this is saying that, you know, nobody's stuck. Someone feels that they're stuck and trapped and can't do what they want, but this is about manifestation, manifesting a new beginning with you. It's like, you know, the ball's in their court. They're going to do what they're going to do. But I see this person is like totally lost, confused. That's why the Emperor is here. Like this, there's a need for this person to be in a stable place, take control. I mean, we also have the Knight of Wands. I mean, this is definitely your ex pursuing you. This is someone that knows what they want. They need to be in the energy. They need to know what they want. And you do have, you know, the Fool here next to you. So I do see a new beginning, but I see like someone who is who's feeling like, you know, they can't quite be with you for some reason. It's going to be different for everyone. You know, there's confusion here. There could be other choices with the Seven of Cups. They're definitely in a very scattered place, which could be maybe why they're showing up as the King of Pentacles if they're not an earth sign. Let's get a few more. Look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's just weird. The Queen, I just noticed the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles. So if your ex is an earth sign, I mean, that's a huge sign for you here. Okay. Aries and their ex for the month of June. Page of Pentacles. Aries and their ex for the month of June. The Wheel of Fortune. Aries and their ex for the month of June. The Moon. Yeah, I mean, the Moon and the Seven of Cups in the first reading. I mean, in the same reading, sorry. This is very emotional energy. Like, there could be maybe it was a very emotional breakup. Maybe it was a very messy breakup. But the Moon, I mean, it does represent the sign of Pisces, but it's very similar to the Seven of Cups. That's why I'm holding it up with it. I mean, I feel like there's just a lot of emotion, but this is a lack of clarity. So I feel like whatever it is that you know about your ex or why they left or maybe even what they told you, that may not be accurate. I feel like there's a whole lot of things about your ex that you don't know. Like maybe a lot, you know, what they're thinking. How many times have we had these swords cards, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and then they come up again. I feel like there's, you know, deep emotions here between you and your ex, but I also feel like there's a lot of things that they're not sharing with you, maybe a lot of things that you're not sharing with them. I think you're in a very emotional place. Still, you know, there's possible movement here. We've got the Wheel, which is a card of destiny. There's possible change for the better, and this is right next to the Fool, saying that there could be a new beginning. Again, I see you here with another person. This is your ex. There's a new beginning at your own risk. There's change here. There's movement in your relationship. There's movement. Some of you were maybe this, if this person was kind of sneaky, because we did have the Seven of Swords in the first spread, which that's still your reading. Make sure that you know everything, because this card is telling you that there could be things you don't know about your ex, especially with this card. This is saying look closer, look deeper. You know, if your ex is trying to win you back, which could be very possible with the Knight of Wands here. Once they make up their mind, once they figure things out, because this is someone who is pursuing you, even kind of being pushy, like, I want you back, like, you know, yes or no. When will you know? Give me an answer. This is someone who's very pushy and pursuing you. And you're being told, look at this very carefully, or maybe even like be sure that this is what you want. Make sure that you want to be with this person. There's definitely movement here. Okay, let's get a few from the confirmation deck. Let's see what comes up, and then we're going to take a really close look at them. Aries and their ex for the month of June. We've got Ace of Cups. Aries and their ex for the month of June. Eight of Swords. So this is a repeat card because it's also right here. Aries and their ex for the month of June. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this card came up in the first spread as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So this is kind of strange here. Both of these cards are very similar. This is about choices. So there could be another choice for you, or there could be another choice for your ex. Some of you could already know that you're dealing with competition here, but not for everyone. I mean, the Seven of Cups, well, actually the Seven of Pentacles does mean that someone is trying to decide. Someone is weighing their options. Like, should I go back with Aries? Should we be together again? Because there's definitely a new beginning here. Someone is thinking about a new beginning. It's just they feel stuck. Eight of Swords 2 times. Like they don't know how to make this happen. They feel trapped. Like this is a very difficult situation. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a really close look at your ex with this deck right here. Show me Aries' ex. Am I holding this? Yeah, so this actually is right here. I was actually holding the deck upside down. Okay, so now it's upright. Show me Aries' ex. Oh my goodness, look at this. So now you've had the King of Swords 2 times and the Queen of Swords 2 times. Okay, this is starting to get really weird. Show me Aries' ex. Knight of Pentacles. Show me Aries' ex. 2 of Wands. Yeah, they're not ready to act yet. Show me Aries' ex. 10 of Pentacles. Show me Aries' ex. Okay, this card kind of flipped out. 9 of Pentacles. Show me Aries' ex. 9 of Wands. I'm pretty sure the 9 of Wands is here. Perhaps maybe it was the first spread. Yeah, I think it was the first spread. Okay, so again, these cards represent your ex. They don't represent you. So here we go again with this King of Swords. Again, if your ex is not, this is them, not you. They're definitely thinking of you. First card that I pull is you. Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, they are definitely thinking of you. Especially with this King of Swords, again, if your ex is not an air sign, boy, has there been a lot of air sign energy in this reading. It's because they're really thinking. First card is the Queen of Swords. Now I've pulled the King of Swords for their side. Again, if they're not an air sign, they're very much overthinking things, even if they are an air sign. But I mean, they're not ready to act. We've got Knight of Pentacles, like they're not going to be rushed. This is them right here, the Seven of Pentacles. They're trying to be very careful about this new beginning with you. I mean, they definitely are thinking of you, of a new beginning. For some reason, they feel stuck. They're, kind of weighing their options very carefully. There's slow progress here as far as like anything really happening. The Two of Wands, there's a delay as far as this reconciliation. But, I do see a relationship here with the Ten of Pentacles. There's stability, commitment, maybe even marriage. They just want to make the right decision with the Nine of Pentacles. They're looking out for themselves. They want to make sure that, they really feel what they think they're feeling. Because, I mean, they're definitely thinking about you. Like, no ifs. Like, I wonder if they are thinking of you. But they're also, maybe afraid of making the wrong decision, afraid of being hurt, afraid of hurting you. I feel like this person is just trying to make the right decision. So let me see if anything else stands out here. Well, we've got the 2 sevens, and I don't think there's any sevens under here. Let me take a quick peek. No, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. So, I mean, the sevens represent decisions and change. So I feel like this person is in the process of making a decision as far as maybe being with you. Maybe they're leaving another relationship. I mean, this person is definitely doing a lot of thinking. I mean, that's just everywhere in the spread. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the reading where I'm going to pull some letters from this little bag here and let's see what comes out for you. Okay, Aries, here we go. And for this part of the reading, this could spell out somebody's name. It could spell out your ex's name. This is not just for exes. This is for the sign of Aries. So this could be somebody new that you're going to meet. It could be advice in your relationship. It could be a word. For every sign, it has been different. Okay, what does the sign of Aries need to hear about their love life for June 2020? What does Aries need to hear about their love life for June 2020? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to turn them all over. And again, like here, you have to pause the video. Once I turn them all over, you might see somebody's initial, somebody's name. Just kind of, keep your eyes open here. Okay, so I'm going to put them together. I've got 3 E's, actually 4 E's. I've got 2 W's. I've got 2 S's. We've got 2 U's. We've got, let's see here. T, J. That could definitely be somebody's initials here, TJ. And again, for some of you, if you're single, completely single, this could be spelling out somebody's name. LMVK. And then T and J. These came out on their own. We've got an I. Okay, so again, you might see somebody's initials here. Just kind of look around, see if any of this means anything to you. And now let's see what words really kind of stand out to me here. So, I mean, it's like pretty obvious here. C. Like, and I told you, in the X spread that, you had the Moon and the Seven of Cups. There could be something that you're not seeing. The Moon usually comes up when there's something that you're not seeing. And you had the Seven of Cups and the Moon. We could even turn this into seeing. Like you're finally, you've seen the truth, or the truth is right in front of you. Look, you C. Or we could even turn it into IC. Let's see what else comes up here. Well, I don't like this, but I mean, it is here. Look. C lies. Yeah, C lies. And it doesn't have to be a bad lie. Don't think like, oh God, I don't want to hear that. It could be that, you know, somebody has been putting on a brave face and kind of, you know, kind of acting like they've moved on. Because I definitely see this person, whether this is someone that you're still in a relationship with, like they really want to work things out. If this is an ex, I definitely, you were the first card I pulled when I zoomed into them. This person is definitely thinking of you. I mean, you, you, they're definitely thinking of you. Let's see what else. So again, see lies. And maybe they're seeing their own lies. I mean, it doesn't have to be, again, if you feel like there's like nothing kind of kept between you, they could be seeing their own lies here. Let's see here. Let me kind of move this around so I can see what else stands out. You definitely have win here. So it's, I feel like this could still be a situation where you win, where you're able to stay together. I mean, look, you win. If there is, you see that there? You win. If there is, because you know there was that weird kind of energy with the Seven of Pentacles. I think it was in the first spread where I told you there could be a rival. I even think you had the Five of Wands. There could be some of you could be dealing with a rival. You win. I also have, well, you have yes. We could even have this up here. Yes, you win. Yes, you win. As far as names, well, one's really standing out here. You have Lee. You have Lee. Let's see what else stands out as far as a name. I mean, the one that first got my attention was TJ. But you also have quite a few E's. So some of you, maybe you're meeting somebody, those who are single, or even if you're not single, but you're thinking of moving on, you have a lot of E's. It could be that someone with whose name or first name or last name starts with an E could be very significant to you. We've got run. I've run. So we just had like, what was it? Like, I forgot what I put together here, but it was something about lies, like lies seen. It could be that someone has been running away from you. Because when we looked at your, I think in the X spread, when we zoomed in, they had the Seven of Swords, which is someone who is their own worst enemy. So you could be dealing with someone who runs away from a situation instead of dealing with it. Now we could easily turn this into turn. Let's see, I'm kind of spelling this wrong. Turn. I turn. Which could be somebody completely changing their mind. See, the word miss is here. Miss you. Look. Miss you. Somebody could be kind of doing a complete 180 here. Changing their mind. Miss you. It's spelled out for you here. Okay, so I'll leave it here. Well, we have some nice words here. Again, maybe you see somebody's initials, but you know, again, if you're single, this could also be kind of spelling out somebody else's name, maybe that you haven't met yet. Just kind of keep in mind that you have quite a few E's there for those of you who are single. Okay, Aries, this has been your love reading for June 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.